Dodder, cuscuta species, is a parasitic flowering plant found across Asia, Europe, Africa, and the Americas. Unlike normal plants, it produces little or no chlorophyll and cannot survive by making its own food. After its seed germinates, the thin yellow or orange vine searches for a nearby host plant and wraps tightly around it. It then grows specialized feeding structures called haustoria, which penetrate the host's tissues and steal water, minerals, and sugars. Once connected, Dodder often loses its connection to the soil and survives entirely by draining the life from another plant. This unusual lifestyle has earned it the nickname zombie plant, making it one of nature's most fascinating botanical parasites. Rafflesia, Rafflesia arnoldii, is a parasitic flowering plant native to the rainforests of Indonesia, Malaysia, and parts of Southeast Asia. It produces the world's largest individual flower, which can grow over 1 meter across and weigh more than 10 kilograms. Unlike ordinary plants, Rafflesia has no leaves, stems, or roots and spends almost its entire life hidden inside the vines of tetrastigma. It absorbs all of its nutrients directly from its host before suddenly producing a giant flower. The bloom smells like rotting flesh, attracting carrion flies that pollinate it. Because it completely depends on another plant for survival, Rafflesia is one of the most extraordinary zombie plants ever discovered. Hydnora, Hydnora africana, is a strange underground parasitic plant native to southern Africa. Most of its body remains hidden beneath the soil, where it attaches to the roots of nearby plants and steals water and nutrients through specialized feeding structures. Only its thick, fleshy flower emerges above the ground, releasing the smell of decaying meat to attract beetles and other insects for pollination. Unlike green plants, Hydnora contains almost no chlorophyll and cannot produce enough food through photosynthesis. Its bizarre appearance once led many people to mistake it for a fungus rather than a flowering plant. Living almost entirely beneath the surface while feeding on another species makes Hydnora one of the world's strangest parasitic plants. Balanophora is a genus of parasitic flowering plants that grows in the forests of Asia, Australia, and the Pacific Islands. These unusual plants lack normal green leaves because they contain very little chlorophyll and rely almost completely on nearby trees for nutrition. Underground structures attach directly to the host's roots, allowing the parasite to absorb water and essential nutrients throughout its life. Above the soil, Balanophora produces unusual red or brown club-shaped flowering bodies that look more like mushrooms than flowering plants. Because they spend most of their lives hidden while silently feeding on other plants, they are often called zombie plants by nature enthusiasts. Their unique biology has made Balanophora an important subject for scientists studying the evolution of parasitic plants. Indian pipe, monotropa uniflora, also known as ghost plant, is found in the forests of North America and parts of Asia. Unlike green plants, it contains no chlorophyll, giving it a ghostly white appearance. Instead of making its own food through photosynthesis, it obtains nutrients through underground fungal networks that are connected to nearby trees. This indirect dependence on other living organisms has earned it a place among the world's most unusual zombie plants. It appears above the forest floor for only a short time to flower and produce seeds before disappearing again. Its eerie color and mysterious lifestyle have made Indian pipe one of the most recognizable parasitic-looking plants in nature. Beechdrops, epifagus virginiana, is a parasitic flowering plant native to eastern North America. It grows almost exclusively beneath American beech trees, attaching directly to their roots with specialized structures that steal water and nutrients. Because it depends entirely on its host, it has no need for green leaves or significant chlorophyll. During late summer, slender brown stems emerge from the forest floor carrying tiny purple-striped flowers that often go unnoticed. Although it rarely kills healthy trees, it weakens them by constantly drawing valuable resources. Its complete dependence on a single tree species makes Beechdrops one of the most specialized zombie plants on Earth. Broomrape, orobanche species, is a group of parasitic flowering plants found across Europe, Asia, Africa, and North America. These plants completely lack chlorophyll and survive by attaching themselves to the roots of wildflowers and agricultural crops. Using specialized feeding organs called haustoria, they steal water, minerals, and sugars directly from their hosts. Heavy infestations can seriously reduce crop yields, making several species major agricultural pests around the world. Their pale yellow, cream, or purple flower spikes emerge from the soil only after they have established a successful connection underground. This hidden parasitic lifestyle has made Broomrape one of the best-known zombie plants in botany. Witchweed, striga species, is a parasitic flowering plant native to Africa, Asia, and parts of Australia, where it attacks cereal crops such as corn, sorghum, millet, and rice. Its tiny seeds remain dormant in the soil until they detect chemical signals released by nearby plant roots. Once activated, the young plant immediately attaches to the host and begins stealing water and nutrients before it even appears above ground. Farmers often fail to notice the infection until crops become weak, stunted, and produce poor harvests. Every mature witchweed plant can release tens of thousands of seeds, allowing infestations to spread rapidly across farmland. Its ability to silently drain crops and threaten food supplies has made witchweed one of the world's most destructive parasitic plants. Pilostyles is a genus of microscopic parasitic flowering plants found in Australia, Africa, South America, and parts of North America. Almost the entire plant lives hidden inside the stems of shrubs from the pea family, making it invisible for most of its life. It has no leaves, roots, or chlorophyll and survives entirely by absorbing nutrients from its host. Only tiny flowers emerge through the bark when it is time to reproduce, often measuring just a few millimeters across. Because nearly the whole plant remains concealed within another living plant, Pilostyles is considered one of the most extreme examples of botanical parasitism. Its secretive lifestyle has fascinated botanists for more than a century. Cytinus is a rare parasitic flowering plant native to the Mediterranean region, North Africa, and parts of the Middle East. Instead of growing independently, it attaches itself to the roots of rock roses, sister species, and steals water and nutrients throughout its life. The plant has no functional green leaves because it depends almost completely on its host for survival. Bright yellow, orange, or red flowers suddenly emerge from the ground during spring, revealing the parasite only for a short time. Bees and other insects pollinate the flowers before the plant disappears back beneath the soil. Its hidden existence and complete dependence on another species makes Cytinus a remarkable zombie plant. Thismia americana was an extremely rare flowering plant discovered near Chicago in the early 20th century and has not been seen since 1916. Unlike ordinary plants, it lacked chlorophyll and relied on underground fungi for nutrients through a relationship known as mycoheterotrophy. Its tiny lantern-shaped flower appeared briefly above the soil before the rest of the plant remained hidden underground. Urban development is believed to have destroyed its habitat, making it one of the most mysterious plants ever recorded. Although it did not directly parasitize another plant, its dependence on living fungal networks gives it a zombie-like lifestyle. Today, Thismia americana is widely regarded as one of botany's greatest mysteries. Sapria himalayana is a giant parasitic flowering plant native to the rainforests of Thailand, Malaysia, and northeastern India. Like its famous relative Rafflesia, it has no leaves, stems, or roots and spends nearly its entire life hidden inside the vines of tetrastigma. The plant absorbs all of its nutrients from its host before producing a massive dark red flower covered with pale spots. Its bloom releases the smell of decaying flesh, attracting flies that act as pollinators. Because the flower appears for only a few days before quickly collapsing, sightings are extremely rare. Its enormous size, foul odor, and complete dependence on another plant makes Sapria himalayana one of the world's most extraordinary zombie plants.